Happy New Year, Cancer. Welcome to 2020. And today I'm going to be doing a 4-part reading for you on all of the new energies coming in this year. Woo! Wow, okay. I always see what flips out. It seems like it really wants to have attention called to it. So we'll see if that shows up anywhere else. So first I'm going to do a general reading, then I'm going to look at your relationship sphere, then I'll take a look at sort of your career project / financial situation that'll be around this year, and last but not least the wild card, which is where your luck lies this year. Okay. Excellent. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, okay. So there's a lot of magic in here this year. So this is sort of the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, leading up to the end of next year. And 2020 rushes in, okay? It just comes on in with a bunch of things going on, really positively. If there's some things you've been working on in 2019 that have been sort of slow going, you should expect them to really start moving at the beginning of the year. This is excellent for obstacles finally sort of being pushed aside and the flow really starting again. And sometimes really, really fast. So what I'm going to say, one of the messages with this card is be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So that being said, if there's anything you're about to commit to, even if you're really excited, please read the fine print because it's sort of like once you're in, you're in. Especially if you're signing contracts or anything like that. But hey, it could be a good thing, but you just want to double check and read fine print. Okay? So this movement just starts really maybe even shifting for some of you the trajectory of where you're headed, and you just flow right into the Wheel of Fortune by around summertime. What this means is that, I always see this energy is where free will and destiny meet, okay? So anywhere you've been putting your energy, anything you've been attempting, any opportunities you've been hoping would come by, like a lucky break, very well may happen. The thing about this card is that if you aren't ready and you're not looking, you're not going to see them. So just be prepared. If you've really been waiting for a lucky break, it probably will happen. So be ready for it so you can take advantage of it. But just in a general sense, this is always like, get ready for the unexpected. So there should be some happy surprises and twists and turns this summer that maybe for some of you, like I said, even changes the direction that you're going in your life. Don't be scared. Get excited and buckle your seatbelt because it may be a wild ride. By the end of the year, things sort of calm down. And for a lot of you, it will be a blessing that things calm down because I tell you, if you're with these energies going for the first half into the second half of the year, it's a lot, and you're a Cancer. So you may want to just do a little bit of regrouping, self-care. This says, when the holidays start coming around, just don't party too hard. You want to be a little moderate that way. But it's also a really healing card too. So if a lot of this has left you, things can be good, but they can still be draining. Luckily with this energy, by the end of the year, it's just saying, just do some self-care and refill that well. Looks really exciting. Now let's look at your relationship life. Ooh, I love that. That's good too. That's interesting. So one way for me to read this is that in one major relationship, or maybe just in general with a lot of your relationships, you're going to start gaining more personal power. And once that starts happening, this brings a lot of positive feedback for you, hopefully from, if it's a primary partner, but if not, it might be from outside the relationship, okay? And because of this, some of you may be choosing to end maybe a pattern that's been going on in a relationship that for you has not been healthy. For some of you, sometimes this might even mean you want to end a relationship altogether. But the point is that the whole entire energy of 2020 for you in personal relationship, either in one primary one or across the board, is really, really coming into your own and holding your own personal power. And by doing this, you start bringing in really positive energies that had been closed off to you before, either in the relationship, or for a lot of you, it's going to be outside the relationship. You're going to be, because you're choosing to finally set some boundaries, which sometimes is hard for Cancer. You are water, you do want to flow, but you have to remember you're also ice, and ice is a boundary setting element. For some of you, by setting boundaries for your own personal care and going out and pursuing things that are important to you, you're going to get a lot of positive feedback, which for you is excellent. But if you've been in an unbalanced relationship, I'm just letting you know, Cancer, many of you may need to radically change the dynamic of your relationship you're in, or even end it altogether. But this is ultimately really good, okay? If you are a single Cancer, this is about not trying to make yourself into an image that you think someone else would want. It's about you being you 100%, and very much so someone could ride in and want to gobble that up. So, never douse your own fire for someone else, okay? For someone else's glory. Always just be yourself, your beautiful self, and that's going to attract who should be with you. And for some of you who are single, that's going to actually end your singledom. So it looks like it's a really important year in terms of really owning who you are in relationship, and that it should be gratifying on a personal level for you. Now let's look at career or finance. Oh, my goodness. Glad that didn't catch on fire. Well, you have a lot of cards flying out of the deck today. Ooh, lots of energy coming. Excellent. Really good. So, the very first place that the energies go for you when it comes to the idea of what you're doing with your career, your job, your financial situation, is long-term goals versus short-term gratification. It's really important that you are respecting your money, and that you are setting goals for yourself with your career, with where you want to go. Because lots of times these two energies combined, if you have an unbalanced Cancer King energy and unbalanced water energy, some people drink too much or they play too many video games. Meanwhile, they're subverting their long-term career goals and money goals by just spending frivolously on an emotional whim. And for water signs, that's always one of their challenges, is to not let their emotions, siphon away their money or their goals. So this year, I mean, the good news is that we really are starting out with the Chariot, which is like you are in the driver's seat. And if you want, you can really progress. But you're going to have to respect your money, respect your time, and really sort of hone in and direct your energetic and emotional flow into your goal. And you should be able to really move forward this year. And you can do it, okay? Now we're going to look at your wild card, where your luck lies this year. I'm always so excited to see what this is because I never have any idea. It's like this surprise message from the universe. Ooh, well, this is all about good news coming. So what I'm going to say is that without even a lot of work on your part, you're going to be getting some really positive, happy news pretty much periodically all year long. Now, the reason that they're trying to get this message across to you is because for some of you, if you get into a funk or things just haven't been going the way you want, you feel like sort of pessimistic. No, this year your luck lies in assuming you're going to hear good news, assuming you're going to get positive feedback, assuming that the best possible outcome is going to happen, assuming that, you're going to find a $100 bill on the ground. This is all about good news coming. Again, if you're single, this is possibly somebody just riding in, all right, and being like, hey, without a lot of work on your end. So expect the best this year, Cancer, because you've got a lot of things to look forward to. I think 2020 is going to be a really positive, progressive year for you. And if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe because I'm going to be doing these on a monthly basis now. Happy New Year.